What's up guys, Positive here, I'm back, and before we start taking a look at all these units, because I have a bunch of units to go through, I want to tell a couple things, why I was gone. First and foremost, if you follow me on Twitter, you already know that I was mainly gone because my laptop was broken. And the second reason is university. I'm just busy, I'm right now extremely busy, like, I barely have any time to do anything. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I'm back. I won't be covering Xenon. I won't be covering Galileo Xenon. I think I said already what I wanted on Twitter. She's basically pretty meh. She's not that good of a unit. She isn't even close to being a staple on the water team. I will cover all the units starting direct Eugeo. I will not cover Alice in this video. She just came out today. I will not cover her today, but I'm gonna cover her probably next week when the new Yuuki comes out. You already have like a level 80 art leak, which is super awesome, thanks to the latest video. But yeah, now let's start with covering. And the first unit is Recollection Field Eugeo, and I have things to say about it. Trust me.
剣に思いを込める。行くぞ。はあ！リリースリコレクション。酒、青バラ。僕は前に進むんだ。
Okay, so let's take a look at the Eugeo. So first of all, his stat. His HP is on the lower side. His MP is also on the lower side. His attack is good. It's a good attack stat. It's not the best attack stat in the game, especially after the anniversary units. But it is a good attack stat, nonetheless. It's a really good attack stat. His magic attack stat does not matter. His defenses are decent. His crit is decent, and his speed is on the slower side, but not like slow. It's fine. Then you have his skills. First of all, his charge is strong on a single enemy with continuous damage, basic stuff. His assault is one of the things that makes him one of the best in the game. It's a slash attack on a single enemy, extra strong, and raises attack and magic attack of all allies by 30%. This is stupid good. This is like probably the best assault skill in the game. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Like, along with crit bait, like crit buffing assault skills like V2 Stacia, V2 Solace, and version 1 Terraria Alita. Like, along with those crit buffing skills, this is the best skill, like assault skill in the entire game. Then we have his Avalanche Field. It's easily his weakest skill. It's just as slash attack strong, which is changes to extra strong when he reaches level 2, and Recollection Field Water strong. His Incarnate is the second best thing about it. It's stupid good. It's a slash attack on a single enemy, lowers physical resolution by 10%, inflicts water continuous damage for 3 turns, special Recollection Field Water +3, and reduces water elemental required MP by 10%. So his Incarnate is does not only do a bunch of stuff in general, but also introduces completely new things, reducing elemental based MP. So in this case water, because he's water. Overall, despite being a physical unit, he is a must-have in water in my opinion, and if anything, he's probably the best water unit in the game. You can make an argument that Kisei, Swimsuit Kisei and Swimsuit Roaring are better, but that's really about it. Like, I do think it was Eugeo, in my opinion at least, just because of what he does and how he buffs the team, a magic-based team, despite being physical. Which is why I think he's probably the best water unit in the entire game, and one of the best units in the game in general. And I feel like when he comes back into the general pool, and like he's on a raid up or something, you should totally go for him, in my opinion.
Boku なんだかワクワクしてきたよ。
So the next unit we're gonna be taking a look at is Halloween Yuuki. As you can see here, she is a Chargeo, so Light is technically the first team to have two gacha, both a gacha Brachial and a gacha Chargeo, because if you remember the Ronin that came out when the game released, which was one of the first like 4 stars in the game, she was a Brachial, and she was Light. So let's go with this Yuuki. Her stats are okay. Like HP is not good, MP is on the good side. Attack does not matter because she's a magic-based unit. Her magic attack is good, it's just like the problem is she's a magic unit on a physical team. That's like her only problem, I think. Her defense Cs are pretty meh. Her crit is okay-ish, and her speed is pretty good. Her heals, a heal field actually, recovers HP, medium, and recollection field life +1, then one is Halloween, which is her soul skill. It's a magic attack that's strong on a single enemy that deals added damage to enemies including continuous damage. Then she has a Chargeo. Say she's a Chargeo. Unfortunately, she does not raise crit like Shada does, so just that alone makes her not as good as Shada, despite being a recollection unit as well, because you guys can see her Incarnate is a magic attack on a single enemy that deals added damage to enemies inflicted with continuous damage, and also a special recollection field +3. Overall, she's pretty good. The only thing I think they should have done is either make it so she does continuous damage on Incarnate, or make it so her Soul does continuous damage, because to do more damage, she relies on like the team a lot. And while Light does have a good amount of units that can do continuous damage, well, only never mind. There are 2 units that come top of my head that will be used on the most like optimal lighting, and even then it's like one of them really. Being Amayuri, Enhanced Mode Alice, and Enhanced Mode Solacina. Overall, she's a pretty good unit overall. She's kind of needed for the light team just because she's their recollection field unit and also their charge enhancer, but at the same time, she could have been better. I feel like she could have been a lot better, and she's basically just like Eugeo, she's a bait banner. But unlike Eugeo, she's broken enough to the point that you should summon for her. Like, and now that she's left, if she comes back, I mean, if you're a Yuuki fan, go for it. You can definitely go for her. And like, or if you want to get like the best score possible in rankings, then I would also recommend going for her, but otherwise, she isn't really needed for a good light team. For example, my light team did not have her, and I was still able to get the first place and the ranking that just ended. But yeah, now let's move to the next unit, and that unit, I really like that unit, just so you know.
Star Burst Stream!
Now let's take a look at my personal favorite anniversary unit. This is Kirito-kun. So Kirito is one of the first 2 special link units. So he has the new link mechanic along with his anniversary counterpart, like his banner counterpart, I mean, Adis. So what it does when he links with Adis, or if you have Anniversary Asuna, Anniversary Progressive / Floor 1 Asuna, he also links with her. And they do a special attack, and that attack can deal up to 100k damage if you get a crit, so it's extremely good. It's an extremely good and extremely OP mechanic. Let's take a look at the stats. First of all, HP is really high, 6,390, that's really high HP. MP is on really low side, but it's okay. His attack stat is on the higher side, but it could have been higher. But it's still good. His magic attack does not matter. His defense is good. Magic defense is okay. His crit is pretty good. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. And his speed is good, being 317. His break skill is a slash attack strong on a single enemy, lowers physical resistance by 20% for one turn. Really good. His assault skill is a slash attack extra strong on a single enemy, deals added damage on enemies inflicted with physical or magic resolution debuff, and incurring charge 10%. Again, really good assault. Then we have his enhance, which is also a field skill. It's sharpness and luminous field quick. Raises attack of all allies by 20% for 2 turns. Recollection field light +1 and short wait time after using the skill. This skill is stupid good. Like, this skill is insanely good. Not only is it a 20%, it's also a recollection. It gives a recollection field +1, and it's also a short wait time after using the skill. And when he's incarnate is Starburst Stream, incarnate slash attack super strong on a single enemy. Again, new thing. Introduces a completely new multiplier. And he can, with his incarnate, he can do up to 200k damage. I've reached, I think, at max 220k with incarnate, and I don't have like his weapon limit broken because obviously I'm free to play. I'm not gonna go crazy on weapons. I'm like units for most part because I just won't be able to. Yeah, he can do a bunch of damage. That's basically what he is for. He just does a bunch of damage, and I really like his game. He's really good. He also supports the team by raising their attack, and since Light is basically a physical team except Yuuki, he is extremely important for the team. I'd say he's a must-have on the team. Like, along with version 1 Terraria Alpha, along with the other anniversary units, he's a must on a live team. So now let's move to the next, his anniversary his banner counterpart. Stupid, don't mind it.
手加減しないからね。覚悟して。ここがお前の墓場だ。はあ。どんな相手だって切り伏せてみせるわ。
Okay, it's time to take a look at the second anniversary unit. Well, here it goes. Banner counterpart. Hades. Let's take a look at Hades. Hades, Edith, however you want to say. Okay, the HP is on the lower side, but it's still good. It's still good HP that is just on the kind of like average mid-side. It's not low like Eugeo's, but it's not nearly as high as Kyoto's. Her attack stat was, when she came out, was the best attack stat in the game. Now it's the second best attack in the game. You'll see later why. Her magic attack stat does not matter. Her MP is on the higher side, which is good. Her defense is really good, and her magic defense is really good as well. Her crit is on the lower side, and her speed is pretty good. Her charge is basically the same as Kirito's break, except it's charge. Same with her assault, except instead of charging, her assault has a 25% increment rate, which is real good. But her third skill is way worse in my opinion than Kirito's because just a weak AoE heal. If it was medium, it would nearly not be as bad. It still won't be as good as Kirito's attack buff, but it'll have bigger use than it currently does, because currently it's just weak heal, and recollection field light +1. Then her incarnate is insanely good because incarnate slash attack deals additional damage on enemies inflicted with physical or magic resolution debuff, and then also applies a 20% physical and a 20% magic resolution debuff for one turn. Like, that's stupid good in my opinion. Right, so overall, Edis, in my opinion, is an amazing unit. I do think Kirito is the better one of the two. I feel like overall, Yuuki is probably my favorite anniversary unit out of 4 that are out right now. But I feel like Asuna might be the best one. We'll talk about that later. Like, I do feel like this Edith right now is worse than Kirito, but she's still really good and still a must-have on life. So now let's move to the next unit.
決めるわこれで終わりよやーお疲れ様
And the last unit we're gonna take a look at is, yes, you guessed it, Progressive Asuna. So, Asuna has a really good HP stat. Her MP stat is in the middle. It's not bad, but it's not crazy good. I do like overall her stats. Her attack is the highest attack stat in the entire game. Her magic attack stat does not matter whatsoever. Her defense stat is decent. Her magic defense is pretty good. Nothing crazy. Her crit is, again, decent. It's on the lower side, but it's not bad. And her speed is pretty decent, again on the lower side though. Then we have her charge, which is a thrust attack strong and inflicts continuous damage. Then we have her assault, which is an extra strong, deals additional damage on enemies inflicted with a physical resolution debuff or a magic debuff, or continuous damage. So, so it works with both her charge and her incarnate token. Then her third skill is a break skill, which is a medium break, lowers attack by 10%, recollection field light +1, and the incarnate break is only 47%, just like on free-to-play units. I guess they decided to do that because she has both charge and break, and like enhanced mode Xenon, she does not need to switch to enhanced mode because she does not have one to get her break skill, so I guess that's why they decided to lower her break value in order to balance her out, even though she's still insanely good. And her incarnate skill is Endless Slash. It's a thrust attack on a single enemy, lowers attack by 10% for 2 turns, lowers physical resolution by 20% for 1 turn, and incarnate break 25%. Again, as you can see, starting with Eugeo, Yuuki being an exception, there's a trend of these like stupid good incarnates with the units, because Eugeo, as you can see, reflection build, Eugeo has a stupid good incarnate, Kirito has a stupid good incarnate, Adis has a stupid good incarnate. Overall, do you need Asuna? Yes. I feel like Asuna is really good. I would totally recommend starting on her, just like the previous 2 anniversary units. Right now, the worst anniversary is Alice, but we're gonna cover her in the next video, because I want to cover both her and Eugeo at the same time, just so I can see how much better the new Eugeo will be, hopefully. But yeah, that's basically it. If you enjoyed this video, please smash the subscribe button, also smash the like button, follow me on Twitter @PositiveSame, and comment what do you think about the anniversary units, and comment if you pulled any of the anniversary units. Positive, I'm out. See ya, kids.